Well, why don't you like Shane Dawson?
I was taking a picture of something.
Hold on, listen.
And the kid turns to me and goes, "Oh, are you Instagramming?" And first of all, how does a 5-year-old, 6-year-old know what Instagram is? We're just terrified. Second of all, I was embarrassed because yes, I was. And it was a picture of my salad. And the 6-year-old girl goes, "Oh, how many followers do you have?" I have 125,000. No, her dick was.
He sounds like Tyler Oakley.
Really? And I said, "Okay."
That might be an insult.
Why do you have so many followers?
I love Tyler Oakley.
Oh, I'm a cheerleader. And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And she shows me her Instagrams, which are like.
Oh my god.
First of all, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but like, she's like sexy.
Oh.
She's like sexy.
I never stand Shane Dawson, and I am so glad that I never stand Shane Dawson.
But he sounds like, I don't know. I don't know if that's fucked up to say if he sounds like Tyler. You've heard Tyler Oakley, right? Heard him talk?
Yes.
They sound alike to me. It's not to say that all gays sound alike.
I never liked Shane Dawson.
But why not? Isn't he the thickest boy on the internet?
I don't know. I just didn't have a vibe. I didn't have a good vibe. And then he was like,
Why does everyone hate him?
I don't know if everybody hates him, but I started hating him whenever he was like, I humped on my cat and came on my cat.
He came on his cat?
He humped his cat and came on it. Like, he ejaculated on his cat.
And you feel something like that.
And then, like, after that, I was like, no, I don't stand him. And then everybody was like, oh my god, it was a joke. It was a joke. He was kidding.
It was a joke.
And
I
I was
just
like,
accidentally nutted on him.
Yeah, I was like, I don't
It's
think that
fake
was a
nut.
joke. I don't think that was a joke.
Yogurt.
And now he's racist and a pedophile. And
He's a pedophile because he fucked a cat?
No, he was just talking about meeting the 6-year-old girl and calling her sexy. Did you not just hear? That's what I was listening to.
No, but none of those two like fall under him fucking a cat.
No, I'm saying, like, at first I didn't like him because of the whole cat thing, and now I'm just finding out that he called 6-year-old cute.
So
sexy.
people aren't hating him because he fucked a cat, but they're hating him because he's a pedophile
And racist. And apparently, like, was looking at pictures of girls who look pretty young and was, like, saying something about raping them.
Oh, but who doesn't do that?
Ernie.
Hey, welcome to Token Tavern.
I don't do that.
Welcome to Token Tavern, guys. This is a second podcast. It's been a month since I recorded. It's kind of it's been a crazy month, you know. Partially it's my fault. I've been super fucking lazy. The second part is the whole coronavirus thing going on. I hope everyone stays safe. Hope everyone's been doing good, staying inside. If not staying inside, wearing the proper equipment for the going out of your house, wherever the fuck you live. Box, partially. I'm with my good friend Pip and my other good friend Kenzie. How y'all doing today?
I'm vibing.
Vibing.
I just got off of work.
We all got off of work.
Yeah, we all just got out of work.
My soul has left my body.
That's hot.
I am a husk.
A husk?
As Give Me the Beat Boys and Free My Soul plays muffled in the back of my mind.
Something, soul of rock and roll.
Sure.
I want to get lost in the rock and roll.
Oh,
something like that.
Soul of rock and roll. I don't
like
know.
that.
I don't know. I haven't heard the song in so long.
I can hear my own blood rushing in my ears.
That's called a bad high. That's called a really bad high. That reminds me of my first bad high.
That's called not sleeping for more than 24 hours.
I feel that, and then my anxiety starts spiking, and then I'm just like, I go to sleep, but then I can't.
Oh, I had crippling anxiety to begin with, but then I drank an energy drink and made it worse.
I funded that energy
You
drink.
did, and I appreciate that.
I'm not gonna ask you to pay me back.
Well, one day I will pay you back.
No,
and
I refuse.
You won't be able to refuse because you won't know it.
Yeah, no. But when you bring it to my attention, I'm not gonna eat it.
Once I bring it to your, it'll be too late.
I'm not gonna eat it, everyone. She thinks I'm gonna eat it, but I'm not.
Who says it's food?
If it's a solid, I'll still eat it.
Well, you can't eat liquids, I don't think.
You can't eat liquids?
No.
You can't eat a liquid?
You can't
I'll give
eat
you
liquids.
I'll give you like a fat guinea pig, like you said.
Oh, the fat hamster?
Fat hamster.
the fat hamster thing?
The fat hamster.
I told you I'll offer you the fat hamster for for something, and I'll offer it to you dead or alive. I'll pay you for the fat hamster, dead or alive.
No, you'll pay me to take it, but then you're gonna come back to kill it.
In 3 days.
3 days exactly.
Because if you don't like it to that point where you're gonna defend it, it doesn't need to be in your life.
That doesn't make any sense.
If you don't have a spiritual attachment, if that hamster isn't your pagan, is that what we were talking about today?
Familiar.
No, familiar. Yeah, the hamster's not your familiar by the end of 3 days.
There's people who listen.
There you go. Go ahead. That's why I tried to segue into it,
These
but I said pagan.
people tried to tell me that you can make anything you want your familiar in terms of paganism. They told me, they said religion is just like, here, let me pull up the receipts, because I still have the chat logs. They were like basically saying that religion is only based on like what you perceive it as. And they were like, yeah, my girlfriend is my familiar. And I was like, what did you say? I was like, isn't that culturally offensive? Or not culturally, religiously offensive? And then her girlfriend replied and was like, as a pagan, it's not offensive. And I was like, well, of course it's not offensive to you. You're the one doing it. But no, I was like...
But like, how is it offensive? Like, I see it as offensive from someone outside the box. I see it offensive in like a stupid way. I see it like always calling her girlfriend like a demon. Like, calling her like a low-key bitch. Like, but there's probably a different on
familiars in
Okay.
pagan terminology, by definition, are demons or spirits, usually in the form of an animal. By definition, like I'm not like saying this because it's in a pagan Bible or something. It's by definition.
Yeah.
So sitting here and saying
It's
my
in a
girlfriend,
dictionary.
my girlfriend is my familiar. That's not. I don't think that's how it works. You can't just like. I don't know.
Your thoughts on it, Kenzie?
I don't delve that deep into it to really have an opinion that far. So
Could I be your familiar, Kenzie?
If you want to be.
Would you be okay with me sniffing and yiffing and murring all over you?
No.
That's.
No, I will feed you primarily charcoal sticks. That's all you get.
And
to
that's why I'm killing your hamster in 3 days. That's why I'm killing your hamster.
Bring it back to the fat hamster.
Because to the point where you're going to feed that fat hamster the same treatment I'm getting.
No, the fat hamster's going to eat well. Because it's only going to live for 3 days. It's going to eat whatever the hell it wants.
What the fuck? You're going to give the hamster a heart attack before I'm even there to kill it. You're going to give that hamster high blood pressure in 3 days.
It's going to live well if it only has 3 days. If I can't stop you. Because I'm like a foot shorter than you.
Are Siamese cats the naked cats? Or
Sphinxes.
Sphinxes. The other day, I saw a fat Sphinx cat in my neighbor's window. I was like, that poor bitch. I saw it like heavy breathing. You know when you get to that point of like obesity where you can just visually see the heavy breathing, and it makes you wheeze. Like, I'm pretty fat myself, and that made me wheeze, and I'm just like, God, that cat.
Like
That's a thick ass boy.
That's a thick ass boy.
a mutual friend of ours' cat, we'll call him, for sake of the podcast, Bill, has one incredibly fat ass cat. And for some reason, like, of his 3 cats, it's only that one, Butters. The boy Butters.
We're gonna censor his name with a different name for the sake of the podcast. Butters.
Butters.
Well, yeah.
But it's just the cat.
It's
just
his cat.
It's just the cat. Bill and Butters.
Bill and Butters. No one...
BB. My
The
boy
ones-
BB. It's my boy BB. So Bill and Butters.
Yeah, and for some reason, like, his other cats are, like, normal-sized cats, but this particular one is just twice the girth of the other ones.
It's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He also appears to be the most active out of all of them, so I don't know why he in particular is so large.
It's just like a camel. It just stores all the fat, and it's like upper body.
I don't think it's fat. I think it's just the breed of cat he is.
The breed, what kind of breed? I don't know anything about cat's a cat for me.
I think it's not like
Ragnarok?
ragdoll, or
It's a Thor's cat.
something.
He
From
looks
Odin.
like an orange tabby to me, but I don't know cat breeds.
You know, I mean, as long as it's right there next to chicken fried rice, I'm pretty straight. You know.
Are you though?
Well, I forgot what other topics we were gonna talk about.
The news.
The news. Well, a big one is the second stimulus check. Well, not the big one. The biggest one that we're gonna talk about is the Black Lives Matter, and that is a very serious thing. I want everyone that is listening to this to take it very seriously, because the protests, in my opinion, I feel like the aggressive part of the protests is not cool, especially when they're focused towards Target or other like shopping areas. I don't think that really has anything to do with Black Lives Matter. Now, targeting government like buildings, that I can agree with, but I can't agree with vandalism to that point of breaking shit. I think the most roughest it should get is probably spray paint to leave a mark. But as of like police brutality, I don't really think any of that's really okay. But y'all's intake, Pip, you guess you can go.
Well,
It's your opinion.
okay. I already know there are going to be some people that are like, well, all lives matter. Listen, all lives matter came up after Black Lives Matter
Yeah, it spurred it up.
by white people.
Yes. To like level the playing field.
And I'm sure everybody's seen this on social media. Yes, all lives do matter, but Black lives are more important right now because they're the ones getting demonized for literally no reason.
Yeah, for the past 100 years? They've been getting picked on?
Yes,
Yes.
over.
100 years. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's
I'm just speaking on police brutality wise. 100
yeah,
years.
it's
been like
way
500.
too long.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been a thing to begin with.
Ever
but
since the boats and
yeah.
all that stuff, slavery.
humans are bullshit, so
Humans are bullshit.
yeah.
Now,
Those pictures that everybody sees of Martin Luther King and stuff that are all in black and white. At the time those were taken, colored pictures were perfect. Like they were in the picture. There was colored pictures. They made them black and white to make it seem like the events are older than what they actually are.
yeah. Yeah.
Which sucks because can we just tell the truth? Like I don't know why we can't just tell the truth sometimes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's crazy. I haven't seen the video of homeboy dying like that, but it is fucked up. I don't believe in police brutality in general. I don't think that's even should ever be a thing. I think that's pure evil, pure chaotic evil, in my opinion. D&D wise.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it
Yeah.
unless the protesters
Unless
are armed.
provoked, in
Yeah.
which the protesters aren't armed at all.
No.
The only people that are armed are the police officers and the small businesses protecting their small business. And even at that, they aren't provoking anyone. They're just standing there, just like, don't break nothing. Don't break nothing. Don't start shit. There won't be no shit.
Yeah. I know we had a few protests here in our unnamed area.
Oh, we can say the place here.
No, they were completely peaceful though. I think there was some people spray painting, but most people tried stopping them before they completed whatever they were spray painting. So yeah, the ones here were really peaceful, which is good, and I think that's probably how they should all be. But you can't control, I guess, people who want to take advantage of the situation.
Because there'll always be.
Yeah, there's always going to be some asshole trying to ruin it for their own personal gain.
Mm-hmm.
And I would consider the people who are going out there just looting stores and stuff and starting fires and everything, all this crazy shit, destroying property, I wouldn't consider those part of the protest. I think those are just assholes who are generally giving the whole thing a bad name.
Yeah.
Like, it's drawing attention away from what it should be.
Yeah, I do link up to that idea. But overall, you know, I don't really want to delve that big into the BLM. You know, everyone knows what's right, everyone knows what's wrong. Whatever people want to say is their opinion, but overall, people know what's right, people know what's wrong. If he was white and the same thing happened, you know, people would matter. You know, people would care about the same way. But white people haven't been suffering as long as black people have, you know, in this sense of like this indecency.
I don't think white people have suffered at all as much as black people have.
Well, not as much, but you know, there is some white people that have had the same treatment. But we're not gonna say that it means more than Black Lives Matter, because Black lives do matter. They've been suffering for the past years and years.
I think the thing is, like, yeah, everybody has received kind of this raw end of the stick, but the brunt of it is hitting the black community.
Yeah, the black community.
Yeah.
And it's not right.
It's not right.
And stuff has been changing. It has. Like, these protests, like, believe it or not, like, the first month, like, shit's changing. So much shit is changing. So much stuff is going through, you know, Congress and everything to fix the shit. So...
Can we talk about, I don't know if you've heard about this story, but there was a cheerleader who had a baby and buried it in her backyard and didn't tell anybody, and she just got 3 years probation, while this black woman got shot, unarmed, by a police officer and lost her child and got charged with murder for it.
The baby got charged with murder?
No, she got charged with murder.
Oh.
The woman got charged with murder because a police officer shot her in the stomach and killed her child. And she was colored.
Wait. So they killed her baby and they charged her with murder?
Yes.
Because the baby took the bullet. That's fucked up to say, but that's basically what happened. The baby took the bullet.
They charged her with murder because they said that she was resisting arrest or, like, being aggressive towards the police or something, and so they shot her in the stomach and killed her child.
How can you justify a pregnant woman being any stronger than, like, a fully armed policeman?
She wasn't even armed either. But she got charged with the murder, and meanwhile, this cheerleader, who was, like, white, buried her child. She got charged with gross...
Gross.
She got charged with gross negligence of a corpse. Or, like, mistreatment of a corpse.
Do you have the links to those articles?
Yeah, do you have the article link? So you can, like, delve deeper into it to see what's going on? Because that is pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking crazy. How the fuck do you... How does that even, like... How do you even justify that? You killed a lady's baby, and then you charge her with murder. I don't know. I don't know how that even, like... I don't know. Like, coming from, like, say I was, like, a police officer, and I was just like, hey, what did he just do? Or some shit like that. I don't know how that sits right in my head. That's fucked. I mean, like, the white lady thing, burying her baby, or, like, what, she had, like, a miscarriage? Or she just, like, had the baby and buried it?
No, she had the baby.
Baby was alive?
No, she said that it was stillborn. But then, like, an autopsy came back and said that there was, like, burn marks on the baby's legs, and she admitted in an interrogation room that she had taken a lighter to the dead baby's corpse, trying to cremate it.
Oh, dude, she was on something.
And then, like, later, they did another autopsy, and they were like, oh, no, there were no burn marks. But she still admitted to it, so, like, why would she admit to it if she didn't do it?
Well,
why are they trying to hide it?
That's so fucked. Like, she was probably under some type of influence, whether it be drugs or just straight something else. I don't know how that doesn't even sit right with me. I can't even, like, think about hurting a baby. Like, that's, like, it's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking adorable. Last time I saw a baby was, like, my auntie's, like, barbecue, like, a month ago. Baby was so fucking chunky. I fucking love chunky babies. I love Asian chunky babies. Because, like, you think they can't see. Because their eyes are so, like, chunky and squinted. It's a chunky fat baby.
It was stillborn. But she got charged with abuse of a corpse.
Abuse of a corpse.
Mm-hmm. But she was found not guilty of aggravated murder, involuntary manslaughter, and child endangerment. She was found not guilty of that, even though she admitted.
Well, all of those things, I didn't hear nothing about, like, assaulting or some type of assault of, like, a dead body. All that you just listed was, like, saying she didn't kill the thing, she didn't kill the baby.
It was stillborn.
So she did kill it.
No, it was stillborn.
I'm sorry. I'm literally trying to like get you to say it because I don't want to sound stupid and be like, I don't know what a stillborn is.
That means it comes out dead. It was already dead.
Okay, so how's it charged murder if she didn't kill it?
She was found not guilty of that.
Not guilty.
At first, they wanted to charge her with that because they thought that the baby was still alive.
And then they burned because she burned her little feetsies.
Or something. But she's found guilty of abuse of a corpse.
Okay.
Because she buried it in the backyard.
Yeah. Okay.
And she only gets 3 years basic probation.
3 years basic probation, like the whole fucking ankle thing.
No, basic probation is basically like, if you get in trouble with the police, then you're going to jail.
Okay. Huh. That's not even.
But if she breaks the probation, the most she could get is 12 months.
Mm.
But like, how the fuck is that
compared to like the black lady?
A woman's child being murdered by a police officer, and then she gets charged with the murder.
Dude, it's fucking crazy world, man. It's like literally like just where it's just like literally what part of the state you're in that's like really fucked up. Because like the fucking city we live in is pretty fucked here.
Yeah, there's racism everywhere.
Yeah, there's racism everywhere. There's a place that like deeper in town I grew up in. It's like apartment complex with different colors. That place is fucked. There was like a murder there every month, and my mom was just chilling because she knew the murderer. That's so fucked.
I grew up further outside of where we live, in a primarily black and Latino neighborhood, and yeah, that was a really crazy time of my life.
That's what I'm saying. There
was a bullet hole in the front door of the house that I grew up in.
That's what I'm saying. Like when people come over and they just leave meth on the table and they tell a 5-year-old, "Don't touch it." Like it looks like sugar. I'm sorry, I got on my first meth trip when I was 5.
What?
That's not my fault. This ain't a confession. Fuck you, Kenzie.
What?
It's just it's crazy, man. Like when you're when you're an adolescent child and the scariest thing that you've ever experienced was a flying roach. You shouldn't experience roaches when you're a kid. You should experience playing outside in rainbows and like your first boner if you're a boy.
Excuse me?
Was that fun for you?
It was.
Is this like a milestone in your life?
It was a crazy time. Yeah. Like I don't remember much. I remember my first boner as like a 5-year-old. Like why the fuck am I getting a boner as a 5-year-old? I was a real late bloomer. And then there was this one time my uncle was messing with my mom because she was trying to study, and my uncle was turning up the volume on his stereo.
Oh, okay.
So he kept turning it up and down, up and down, up and down, and they got into an altercation. I was like 7 or 8. I was sitting in my little wooden chair, just sitting there like eating my fucking apple sauce, and then like I heard my mom get pushed and fell to the floor. And then out of nowhere, like I just remember me picking up my wooden chair and hitting it over my uncle. And he was drunk, so he just passed out on the floor. My mom just picked me up and ran me to the room.
It'd be like that.
It's craziest. That was back when I loved my mother. God, shit changes. 17 years down the line. God, man, But, negate that whole meth trip, 5-year-old meth trip. It's crazy times. But, yeah, growing up poor is the best, Growing up poor is the best. You get to eat all the ramen noodle you want, and you get to drink all the faucet water you wanted.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know faucet water was weird until
until you drank like Voss, right? Or like
no,
good
until
water?
somebody pointed it out to me. I think it was one of our friends. They were like, "Hey, that's disgusting. Why are you drinking faucet water?" I was like,
who the fuck are you? Fuck you!
I have drank faucet water my whole life.
Whenever I was a kid, we go outside and we go outside and play, and my mom wouldn't let us back. Well, okay, hold on. She didn't like it.
She wouldn't let y'all in.
She didn't like it whenever we kept coming in and out of the house to
Of
get
course.
water
Yeah.
because it was letting all the AC out or whatever.
Yeah.
She said this a lot. She said, "I'm not air conditioning the town that we live in. Keep the door closed."
Uh-huh.
She was like, "If you're thirsty, just drink out of the water hose."
Hey, that was also a thing for us too. But then
Water hose water be hitting different though.
they
Yes, I
really
never-
do.
I don't like it.
Like I never knew about clean water.
still don't know about clean
until
water.
like high school when when my friend brought over like his Voss thing because it was cool back in the day to carry around a Voss bottle even if it didn't have Voss water.
I don't know what the fuck Voss is.
That's what I'm saying. It's like purified mountain water. Like who the fuck like what kind of asshole goes to the mountain with bottles of Voss and just fills it up?
You know, it's like regular tap water. They just like filter.
Yeah, but like I never even knew about filter like anyways either. Like I tasted it and I'm just like, this fucking tastes awful. Where's my faucet water? Where's my dirty chlorine water? I need that pool water in my system.
Pool water hit different.
Pool water.
Every
hit them.
time I would be swimming and I get thirsty, I just go drink the pool water.
That is disgusting. That I draw the line at pool water.
You know. Growing up, I always had the fear of going in a pool, and that specific pool had that blue chemical in it where it turns your piss blue.
Yeah.
Never ran into a pool like that. Never ran into a pool like that.
I think we have one down further towards the west side of town.
Oh no, there's a pool right on Ayers, and that's a public pool.
Right on Bleep.
Oh well, yeah, right on Bleak, but it's right the hell over there.
There's multiple Air Street in the world, you know.
But it's like how as a kid I pissed so much in that pool. Just the fact that my piss has reached people's lips, and my own.
You.
No, but you gotta have that, and like chlorine's not gonna immediately kill the piss.
Does that give you like some sort of satisfaction?
It gives me some satisfaction, especially when the people that I don't like. I remember when we went to a swimming field trip in elementary school. Bunch of fucking haters. Like that was the only time I was at like 10 years old with a fucking Speedo. Because they made all the boys wear Speedos. Who the fuck makes 10-year-olds wear Speedos? I'll tell you what, our fucking nasty little principal, fucking Dr. Dawson, that fucking creep.
I remember that lady who was like, "I'm trans," and then she was like, "I'm hosting a pool party for female children, and they have to be not wearing any clothes at all, no swimsuits, naked pool party for kids, naked pool party for kids."
Yeah.
Why are y'all trusting someone called Geneve? That sounds like
We don't trust her.
No,
What?
no,
we don't trust her.
Fucking
We don't
hate
trust
that.
her. We just dropped our kids off.
No, we hate that human being.
She's not trans. Anyway, I went to a public pool.
Wait, she's not trans hosting a trans party?
No, she calls herself a trans woman, and then she was like hosting a pool party for children, but no clothes, naked pool party.
Naked pool party?
Only for children.
It was
and
like a
your
topless
adults,
party.
Topless?
Yeah.
and adults are not allowed.
I thought topless was like meant you didn't wear a shirt or bra. I thought that was
Yes,
topless.
that's what I
Yeah,
was
that's
saying.
what it is.
Oh, so a bunch of little kids with non-developed flat chest. Ew, dude, that's fucking ew.
Yeah.
That's so grimy.
This
Ugh.
this unique person is fucking disgusting.
Anyway, I went to a public pool one time, and this little child baby, threw
Child
up
baby in the pool.
in the pool.
And then people just let that bitch float.
Yeah, nobody did anything about it. It was
That's so
fucking
fuck.
gross.
Imagine being the person who dived in the pool
It was like a couple years ago, actually.
like seconds before the throw up fucking launched, and he just comes up face full of it. He's like, "Hey, why is everyone getting out of the pool, guys? Why is everyone getting out of the?"
Well, it wasn't like chunky throw up. It was like that clear throw up after like drinking a lot of pool water. That's what it was.
Yeah, but it's like just imagine the guy's like, "Hey, what's that tape? Why is it brown around me? That shit." He just that reflex.
I licked your chin.
I'm gonna go back under. He tries to go back under. He goes back up. The vomit traveled. I can't Get away!
That's disgusting.
Oh, that's so. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that's so gross.
But it was like
it's
it was like the
gross.
clear. It was like he was
Oh.
just vomiting up water, but still, that's kind of gross. Like,
Oh.
watch your kids, please. Don't make them drink water.
I hope that second stimulus check dropped. Did y'all hear about the second stimulus check in the news?
Yeah, I did, but I also heard that it wasn't gonna happen.
No. I heard. Oh, this is recent. This is like a couple days ago, I think, where Trump said him himself is pushing for it, and that Senate is on vacation, but Senate is like it's not a no.
Senate is on vacation.
Senate is on vacation or leave or whatever the fuck.
Emergency leave?
Emergency? I don't know, dude. It said vacation in the goddamn article. So I'm just like, it's already passed by the House. The Senate is literally the only people that need to pass it.
Like, legit, the first article I see is, no, Trump didn't say there would be second stimulus tax.
I don't know what the fuck I was reading then. Dude.
I don't know. I have a very pessimistic outview on, like, shit like this.
On the stimulus?
Like, stuff like stimulus checks and stuff, I, like, tell myself that it's not gonna happen.
And then it happens.
That way, when it does happen, I'm
feels
pleasantly
better.
surprised.
Yeah, you don't get your hopes up.
Isn't that what I told you I did? And then you're like, that's horrible. You shouldn't do that.
No.
Yeah, because I told you, I was like, I always hope for the worst so that I won't be disappointed. And
Well,
then you're
no,
like, that's horrible.
hoping
You
for
shouldn't
the
do that."
worst. Hoping for the worst is different.
That's being pessimistic.
Hoping for the worst?
Hoping for the worst is different. Like, expecting it, though, is another thing.
So, what if a tsunami hit What if a tsunami hit our coast right fucking now? Since y'all are on the second floor, y'all think y'all would die? Or y'all would have time?
I don't think we'd be able to escape.
We live right by the water.
I mean,
you know
I used to live right there too. But I'm saying since y'all are on the second floor.
Well, it depends on where it hits from.
I mean, I'm not talking about no 2012 fucking tsunami. We would all be fucked.
What tsunami are you talking about, though?
A regular tsunami.
Tsunamis are taller than this building.
That's a lie. I've seen the live action.
What?
Oh, so you've seen just movies.
We're gonna cut that out because Annie's talking against me, against my tsunami theory. No, man. Okay, so besides the stimulus, BLM, what else is going on in the news? Like what else is there? Because I feel like we're missing something.
Oh, we talk about Anonymous exposing people.
Anonymous, who are they exposing?
They exposed Trump as a child rapist.
Where's the news? Is it in his wig?
Tea.
In his tea?
No,
Tell
Anonymous.
me more?
They like uncovered. Do you want me to talk about something else?
No, I'm confused on y'all's terminology.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You talking about Trump's fat cock?
Oh.
Ew.
Are you talking about his pubic hair that isn't his pubic hair? Are you talking about Trump?
Do you have the,
You have the article?
Yeah.
I would love to hear it.
Oh, am I allowed to talk about it?
Of course.
So there were documents that were uncovered, that Anonymous uncovered, about this woman who came to court because she was like, hey, whenever I was younger, I was part of this sex ring that Trump was a part of.
The fuck's a sex ring? Is that where like
It's-
naked people fight?
No, it was a child sex ring. It's where they were, what's it called?
Why is it so hard for you to say this?
What's it called? They were exploiting children
Exploiting children for fights?
for sex.
In a ring?
It's what it's called, a sex ring.
So
They
just
called it parties,
Ooh.
but it was basically like a bunch of.
Ooh.
it's
It's nasty.
I keep seeing you shaking your head in the corner of my eye. Am I offending you?
no, I'm grossed out by it. I'm not offended by it. I'm not getting offended by what you're saying. I'm just grossed out by it because it's gross.
Yeah, it is gross.
It is gross.
Naked fighting children in a ring.
No.
And then they win. They gain their freedom. That's so grimy.
No, we can change the subject.
Ugh. Rings. Now, let's see. Man, I'll tell you the first time I saw something naked. First time I saw my mother naked. That shit was wild. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is whoa. This is crazy, but it's not. It's actually a very crazy story. I was there playing with my fucking barnacles, chewing on them. Everyone chews on their Legos. A little taste, a little bit of plastic, let them taste my mouth, let them taste on my feetsies. As I'm tasting them, I'm just like, I just made this cool ass fucking barnacle with 12 fucking hands. Go show my mom. You know what she's doing? The fucking image is burned in my head. You know what she was doing? You know what she was doing, Kenzie?
Is this why you lost love for your mom?
She fucking burned in my head. You know what she was doing, Kenzie? I'll fucking tell you what she was doing. You wanna know what she was doing? I was fucking walking with my barnacle in hand. You wanna know what she was doing?
No.
You don't know what she was doing?
No.
I didn't want to know what she was doing, but do you know what she was doing? Some crazy shit. I'll tell you what she was doing. She was fucking just. I walked in there. I opened the door. You wanna know what she was doing? A handful of ass.
Her own ass? She was just standing there with her own hand on her ass right in front of you.
No. A handful of ass in one hand and a handful of balls in the other. With what seems to be a no-no part of the male body in her oral mouth. And I just wanted to show my mother my barnacle. And what I got was a enduring, very torturing image in my head. That's gonna be with me for the rest of my life. I'm probably gonna take that to the grave. So
since then you no longer play with bionicles. They're ruined for you.
Yeah, every time I chew on a barnacle piece or a Lego piece, which I haven't done in forever, but I'm pretty sure, it just triggers PTSD. It triggers the helicopters and the shooting helicopters and the bombs of my childhood, which is an ass full of hand.
An ass full of hand.
An ass full of hand. Thank you for correcting me, Kenzie. A handful of ass.
Nope. An ass full of hand.
An ass full of hand. An ass shitting out hands.
That somehow made it worse.
It didn't make it worse. I'm just saying that's a fucked up memory that I have of my shit. It's completely fucked. Why don't you share a fucked up memory, I'm over here telling me,
My mom was a nudist, so I always saw her naked. I didn't like it.
Word. Are nude colonies still a thing? Are they still a thing?
I think so. Yeah.
I would love to go to a nude colony.
Would you be willing to walk around with it all hanging
Oh,
out?
fucking of course not, dude. I'm gonna be the only bitch in there with clothes, but I'm gonna fucking walk around. I'm gonna walk around like it's a fucking zoo, dude.
I think if it's a nudist colony, you can't do that.
You telling me if their roads are? Oh, you tell me it's a gated colony?
Probably.
Gated colony? What the fuck?
I would like to imagine that it is. Either that or they're like so isolated.
Are there nude racists? I think they're nude racists. I wonder if like the nude kids. Oh, dude, imagine if there's like a school between a nudist colony and an actual community. A clothed community, not actual, but a clothed community, and they both share the same, they both share the same students. So it's just some of the kids go to school butt naked, and some of the kids come to clothed. And it's like, oh, that's Jimmy over there, fucking naked loser. His fucking penis is small, you fucking loser. And then they go fucking touch his balls and jiggle fucking, they jerk him, dude.
No, that's not okay.
That's not okay. What are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking? What did I say that wasn't okay?
No.
What was? I was talking about bullying. Kenzie, bullying's never okay.
We don't agree with bullying at all. No support for bullying.
But we do agree in self-pleasure.
I don't.
You don't agree? Oh, yeah, because Kenzie doesn't believe in self-pleasure. Unless it's emotional self-pleasure.
I like to cry into my my body pillows for comfort.
Her anime body pillows, to be exact.
I wish I had like...
I wish I had the money for body pillows.
I would love to have like a Danny DeVito body pillow.
That's not anime, but I totally agree with that. I completely agree with Danny DeVito.
Not for like lewd purposes, but just to like show people that I have one.
Oh, dude, the other day out on my Facebook feed, I saw young pictures of Betty White. Shit was fucking amazing. Dude, Betty White was fucking beautiful. She's beautiful now, but fuck. God. But like back in the day, I don't know, like I guess the clothes that was like made back in the day, it's just like it made the body look so weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's like how they were shaped or how they like worked out women.
It was very triangle.
It was very triangle. Like, how do you get your waist
angular.
that fucking small?
Corsets,
trainers. Was that it? Corset trainers?
Corsets and like waist trainers or something. I would imagine.
What the fuck's a corset trainer? You get paid to give someone a corset?
Corsets and waist trainers. Two separate things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you said it like in the one word. I was just like,
yeah.
Corset trainers. I want to be a corset trainer. I need a corset trainer. I got a belly is fucking huge.
You want to wear corsets?
If it will make my belly smaller. Yeah. Cause this shit, like I stuck my finger in my belly button a couple hours ago, pulled that bitch out. That shit smelled like Doritos. Oh, the cheesy Doritos, not Cool Ranch. Fuck. Oh man. Ooh. Kenzie, are you an individual that eats a lot of fast food in their time?
Unfortunately, yeah.
What is your? I'm gonna play a little game with both of y'all. I'm gonna start with you, Kenzie. Your top three from worst being one. One is being worst, and three is being not worst. Best chicken from a fast food place. Oh yeah.
Am I naming like the worst ones first, or
whichever one you want to start with, worst or best first? I don't care.
I would say the worst ones to start with.
Okay.
I don't like. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this,
and I'm gonna judge you.
Yeah, but I don't like Chick-fil-A. It is.
I don't judge you for that.
It's so bland.
I don't judge you for that mainly because I'm not rich enough to judge you. That's specifically why I can't judge you right now because I'm not rich enough. I've only eaten Chick-fil-A twice in my life. Only twice.
I've eaten Chick-fil-A about twice and I didn't like it either.
But like, why is it so expensive?
Why is it so popular? It doesn't even taste that good.
What was fighting against Chick-fil-A? Like what was it last year? Like what was competing against Chick-fil-A? What was it? What was it? The Popeye's chicken sandwich?
The chicken sandwich is just, it's chicken, mayonnaise, and pickles.
Whoa.
It's good. It's good.
See, I can't agree with you right there.
It's good.
That chicken sandwich was a badass.
It's really good, but it's just mayonnaise and pickles and lettuce, I think.
Whoa.
But it's so good. It's way better than Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Where's your middle ground? Chick-fil-A was your worst.
Yeah, I've never actually had that chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
I've had it once.
So I wouldn't know on it. My middle ground? Shit, that's a tough one. I'd say, like, probably Popeyes is my middle ground.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I don't eat there enough to, like, really...
The biscuits are dry, I give you that.
Yeah.
But, like, what?
They have the red beans and rice, though, which are pretty bomb.
I gotta change my top one now. Okay, your top one now. What's your
top one?
Always to go. Like you're just like, I want some fucking chicken in my system. I want some fast food chicken. I want to cook it myself.
I told Annie about this the other day, and I I want to eventually take her to go there. Boat and net.
I was about to say Canes. Is it Canes?
I've been to Canes.
Canes is fire. Boat and net. I love boat and net.
I didn't even know we had a place called Boat and Net.
Boat and net and launch. Well, yeah. Boat and net's only in Corpus. There's only 2 of them.
There's only 2 of them?
In Corpus, yeah. There's one.
Like,
there's one
in the world?
Well, no. I'm saying, like where we live, there's only 2 in Corpus. I mean, in where we live. God damn it!
A lot of bleeping.
A lot of bleeping that I got to do right here, but it's all right. 'Cause I have all day to edit. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Boat and Net is great. Yeah, but Boat and Net doesn't sell boneless chicken though. It's such a fucking disappointment.
I don't need boneless chicken.
Whoa!
I don't need it.
Whoa!
Chicken nuggets are boneless chicken.
But I don't need them.
Oh, I thought you were.
You were just telling me before podcast you've been surviving these past couple weeks on nothing but Burger King chicken nuggets.
Because they're cheap.
Spicy.
Because they're
$1.49. Sponsor us, Burger King.
They're cheap.
If I had more
money, if I had more money, I'd get Taco Bell, but I'm broke.
I understand. Taco Bell is for some reason. Taco Bell has a $1 menu. What?
If I go to Taco Bell's, I know I'm gonna want the nachos or the $5 box.
I always get the Supreme, the steak.
You can't go to Taco Bell's and not get a Baja Blast.
Taco Bells.
Taco Bells.
Taco Bell's.
Taco Bells with a Z.
Taco Bells.
Yeah.
Okay. So you did your Pip. What's your 3 from worst to greatest?
Worst that I've had personally is Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Minus all of the shit that they're doing right now. I don't like their food.
Okay. So non-politically, you don't like them.
No.
Okay.
My middle ground. Ooh, I love chicken. I eat chicken all over the place.
You gotta know. You gotta give it to them.
I really like the chicken from IHOP, but I also like it from Church's and Popeyes and McDonald's. McDonald's.
They have chicken at IHOP?
Yeah, they have the chicken strips and chicken and waffles.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to try that sometime.
They're actually very good.
It's boneless though, so.
You boneless hater? You motherfucking boneless hater.
I like it. I can just,
I'm gonna
live
put
without
boneless chicken in a skirt just to piss you off.
Skirt.
In a skirt?
I'm gonna go buy a Barbie clothes set and buy some chicken tenders and put it in a skirt just to piss you off.
I'd be impressed if you managed to pull that off.
I'll put it in a bra too, because I don't like my chicken naked.
McDonald's chicken nuggets
As middle?
are my best.
Are your best?
Or your best.
Are your best? But it gets the nasty aftertaste after a while. Same with Burger King nuggets.
Yeah.
Tay ranch.
It has that
Put 'em in ranch.
it has like that sting.
I will say for the McDonald's nuggets, they do have the best breading.
That is true.
McDonald's chicken tenders. Those are good as fuck.
But that's pricey, $3.29, and that shows you how much of a fat ass I am to know the prices.
They have chicken tenders?
They have chicken tenders.
They sell like 4 of them for $3.29.
Yeah, but the breading on them are too hard for my gums. My gums are very soft.
Because you don't have teeth.
Yeah, because I don't have teeth. But the chicken nuggets are best because they're softer. But I love the chicken tenders.
With the eye roll.
Love them.
Love them.
My middle ground, Burger King. Burger King chicken nuggets.
I can understand that.
Because of the ranch.
The ranch?
The ranch that comes with the nuggets makes it so much better.
Ranch with the chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
There's only a few things I can eat without ranch.
Have you noticed that ranch tastes different from different fast food places?
Yeah, like the McDonald's creamy ranch is probably my best, my favorite, my favorite in dipping sauce fast food wise.
I would say mine is the Whataburger Ranch.
I like their onion rings.
Ranch.
And ranch, yeah.
In ranch. I like that ranch. I like the ranch. Let's see, my worst. I only get chicken tenders. I'm sorry, but I guess chicken. Churches. It's so fucking bland.
I would put Churches on my worst list. So it would be Chick-fil-A then Churches because there's just too much breading.
Too much breading, not enough stuff. It's. This is why I don't like white people.
I like the breast.
I'm sorry. That's not why I don't like white people. They need to put Just put a little bit of pepper on that bitch. I don't care.
I like the chicken breasts from churches. They're really juicy.
I like the chicken. The chicken's juicy.
Also the mashed potatoes.
The
Mashed
chicken's
potatoes.
the thing that I hate about churches is the chicken's always really juicy. Like it's
love
always the chicken itself is always really good, but the breading, which is like the point of fried chicken, is so cakey. Like it's
You know what?
so
You know what?
thick.
I'm about to make a lot of people mad. My favorite that I think blows everything out of the park,
Is it Chick-fil-A?
and I also don't eat it at all, but I still think it blows it out of the park. KFC.
KFC's good.
You know, KFC's good. KFC's towards the top for me.
You're the only motherfuckers that say that to me. Everyone at work. I'm not gonna name their names, but I'm gonna say the letter
I like-
T. Both the T's.
Both the two.
M. Both the M's.
Both the T's. Who's the other T?
I don't.
I
I
know.
don't know.
I know the big one.
The big one and the one that goes to the gym with us.
Our tea.
Oh, Gay Boy T.
You can't refer to him as Gay Boy T.
Yes, you can, because it's just T. It's just a letter. Anybody can be Gay Boy T.
I could be Gay Boy T.
T.
I am Gay Boy T. It's me.
My middle ground is Cane's. Fucking love
Yeah,
Cane's.
Cane's is good.
Cane's is good, but it's also overpriced.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever I've eaten at Cane's, it's like I get a weird feeling in my teeth from the breading, like kind of like
What the
grainy.
fuck?
Not like really grainy, but like kind of grainy.
Do you dip your chicken in like bleach?
I've
Yeah.
never been to Cane's.
Whoa! You know what, Kenzie? You know how you can pay me? You know how you can pay me back? Well, you can take yourself to Cane's and I'll go with you just to be your spiritual familiar in that quest. So I can be your.
I'll get you some chicken strips.
If I'm your familiar, can I like choose what animal I am?
No, because you're not a spirit or a demon.
I want to be an oyster.
Yes, I channel divinity through you. My oyster.
Yes. Ernie the oyster.
Ernie the oyster.
There's your Nickelodeon. She unintentionally did
That
that.
wasn't Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
No, that's not what I did.
What did you do? Oh, under the sea.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
I like to pee.
You're like Nickelodeon. No.
Nickelodeon.
You didn't finish the beat. I'm sorry. You didn't finish the beat. Oh.
I got another fursuit.
I got another fursuit. Tell us about your new fursuit. It's been a month, everyone, since our last podcast when we talked about furries, and our girl Pip got another fursuit. Tell us about this persona.
His name is Raven. He's a hyena, and I love him. And I had to repaint his eyes because I have yellow UV reactive paint.
So they glow in the dark.
Well, they glow in UV light.
Tell us about that coyote dildo you ordered.
No.
Okay. Well, she's not going to tell
It's
us
blue.
about.
It's blue.
It's
That's
blue?
all.
Okay, it's blue and it's a coyote penis.
It's not
But
a coyote.
It's not a coyote penis. It's
blue.
it's a crazy blue penis.
It's just blue.
Now, while we're on
It
penises,
doesn't even have a shape. It's just the color blue.
my penis.
Uh,
Okay.
uh,
Let's fuck. God damn it.
is that like a reaction you're not used to getting?
Well,
Mine.
yeah, because I usually explain, y'all both denied me, so I'm just like, I don't know what to talk about. No,
I don't know if I want to know where you were going with that.
I was just gonna talk about my balls. It was a segue into my left testicle.
That's missing. If you find Ernie's left testicle, please message him here on YouTube. Thank you.
Consume it to get a power up.
It
I
looks
swear. They get the
round.
Mario round.
It looks round like a bean,
It
kind
looks
of.
round in shape. Ooh, I've actually forgot to text someone. My God, where is my phone? It is right there. Oh my God. Give me you, Kenzie. Kenzie, talk on.
There we go.
Kenzie, tell us more about a news article while I text on here.
I did not have any prepared. Do you have
I
any?
will look right now. Hold on. Let's just pull up one.
My news articles are nothing but Legend of Korra, Doom Patrol, and D&D.
Masks are now mandatory where we live,
Yeah.
which is the first.
What should have happened sooner?
Oh, and apparently, I don't know if the people who listen to this podcast know who Chris D'Elia is, but he was recently outed as a pedophile by his victims.
Yeah, that made me really sad because
he's really funny.
I found him very entertaining as a comedian, and
I found him attractive until yesterday.
yeah, it always sucks to find that out about somebody.
Yeah.
But truth has to come out, especially with stuff like that. And dude, like,
I like the whole time I was texting, y'all gave me eye contact. Made me feel guilty about texting.
I'm staring at the stickers on your computer.
I'm staring into your heart.
Don't you stare? Okay. like the thing from Little Nicky. I will eat your heart.
I don't know who Lil Nicky is.
What? Are you not an
That's
Adam
right.
Sandler fan? You don't Adam Sandler?
Annie's never seen Lil Nicky. I forgot about that.
What?
Never
And you
seen
call yourself a furry?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, I do.
I have to get Lil Nicky and Mystery Men for Annie to watch.
I don't know Mystery Man. I probably do know Mystery Man. It sounds familiar. You don't even know Mystery Man? You never seen Click? Oh, dude, I watched Click the other day. It made me cry.
I've never seen Click.
Oh, don't. Unless you want to cry.
Don't.
Unless you want to cry and see a man have sex with his wife in 2 seconds because he clicked fast forward. Oh man, that was
Why
embarrassing.
would I want to see that?
You see it like twice in the movie, and you also see the second time you see the dog jump up and start humping Adam Sandler. So that's even more fucked.
Oh my god.
Oh, but yeah, it's okay. We're hitting close to that hour mark, so we're probably gonna just cut it right here. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna post again. If I do, hopefully I still got subscribers that are willing to listen to this. If anyone's even listened to this the full way. I have a right to say this person's name because he told me to make a shout out to his wife because his wife watches this podcast or has been asking me, or I've been asking him to ask me to post a podcast since the first time we posted the first podcast. Chaz, I'm sorry. Chaz's wife, I'm sorry. I know you wanted me to post a podcast, and I know you've been asking me for a very long time.
Oh yeah. I told him today, I was like, Ernie's coming over for a podcast, and he was like, it's about time.
So yes, I'm sorry. The podcast is over.
You wanted to shout out?
Pip's bye. Kenzie's bye. I'm getting a call on my phone, so I'm going to end this right now.
Goodbye.
Bye.